I like this niche here. Let's go talk about it and see. It turns out that everything appeared on the drawings, or there were no drawings.
There must have been drawings. That is, at the time of the purchase of the apartment, we were planning this zone, as it were. We knew we would take out the toilet as it was very small. Due to the fact that we took out the toilet area, we have formed such a step, if you understand, yes. Accordingly, we have completed literally. In a foam block or whatever they are called.
Yeah, that is, you built this piece of the wall, and therefore you got a niche.
Niche, yes, which, and this is already a metal structure, also made according to our sketches, and my dad cooked it. That is, such a construction in general actually costs about 20,000 rubles somewhere on the internet. We made it up to 3,000 rubles. That is, they cooked, painted, laid the whole thing with laminate, selected the color of the facades. That is, something like this.
You also have a mixer right here and...
This is a separate story.
Super.
In short, I'm telling you.
Come on.
If I dig it up, I'll attach a photo. The sink that was here before. She's lying there in the hallway right now. There was a hinged sink and there was a bedside table, which I have now on the balcony. Due to the fact that it is very heavy, and this is drywall, how would it become a little shaky? Well, I took it off, disassembled it, bought a nightstand like this. But there is one thing, but there is not a single shell without a hole. And I already had everything built in here. I think, damn, well, to redo everything is a sin. I decided to just put a dispenser.
Well, it's very convenient.
It's very convenient that you will have everything here in soap, and you have everything dripping into the sink.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now I'll tell you one more trick. Here is the usual organizer. The most common organizer to spread out the devices by type. And for other devices, I wanted an organizer that would meet my expectations from it. So I glued the organizer myself.
Straight in general, at all by yourself?
Yes.
Tell me, do you watch such videos on YouTube, where they show how to do it?
Yes.
Because I think I've seen such a master class. I love it too, although I can't do it, but...
I didn't clean up before you came, simply due to the fact that the division here is exactly the way I need it. The order is preserved here.
Cool. And this thing, that is, the whole countertop here is a whole set, if I may say so.
It's just also put together from what was. Ordinary furniture boards from Leroy Merlin, covered with some kind of varnish that prevents this thing from cracking from moisture. And that's it. Well, as if she composed it herself. Yes, it was necessary to enter a washing machine. And here I have a tricky thing. You see, this is a deaf thing that doesn't open. There is access to it here. That is...
Yeah.
Well, what is convenient? I don't have anything on the side. Yes, yes, nothing is visible.
It's not visible. What is the coating here?
We made an apron out of countertops for mom dressers. I looked at something on some forum for a very long time, I don't remember. Even before buying this apartment, we didn't want any apron at all. And then, when we realized that we still need something, the wallpaper gets dirty. We wanted a glass one. A glass single is very expensive. The design is, well, questionable, for an amateur. Say, cheap. Here are inexpensive plastic panels. Even if they are double-sided or some other did not suit us, we did not like the design.
Yeah.
And we bought it at IKEA, too, at a discount. 350 or 400 rubles each cost. Here is such a countertop on the chest of drawers at the bottom stands on the countertop, and here the mirror mount is pulled. A penny.
Cool. Great idea.
That is, in principle, an apron of 80 meters cost us even less than 1,000 rubles. The glass apron is white, beautiful.
And so we got to before you closed the bathroom. It's just brilliant. I have not met this, but it's really budget-friendly and it's beautiful. Yes, and practical. Getting wet?
Well, the fact that it gets wet is not scary. This is a cedar lining. There is a removable hatch so that it can be stored. You see, the apartment is small, so the maximum software capabilities are used. That is, I have everything there that is left from the construction site, for example. And it was important to me that here, too, there was such a convenient approach. Therefore, it is a removable element.
The refrigerator was covered with a film. It was done in one evening with a hair dryer. We have a very ordinary refrigerator. You can even see that there is such a dent on it. That is, it was a refrigerator with a dent. And the film, of course, just repeated it. Ordinary matte film. She's washing up. That is, if spots appear on it, I calmly wipe it with a cloth. And he does not require any special tools and care. Well, when we get tired, we can reglue it.
Dvorachka from Leroy?
Yes, like everyone else.
Why? No, well, she's cool. They're very cool.
Yes.
Is there anything stored there?
There are just risers. I really take it out of the box, because it didn't work out. It's okay to do.
Well, but let's immediately show that you see what kind of mount. Here the hook is so big, and here he hangs himself there.
Just an aluminum profile. And there is a response bar for him. But you need to get used to it, hit it exactly. Here I am now.
Well, this is probably the highlight of our bathroom. Overhead sink, which also has a retro faucet and a pedestal for this sink. I bought it on Avito. This is an ordinary Soviet TV stand. I bought it, if I'm not mistaken, for 300 rubles. Well, I have already finalized it. That is, I completely changed the top countertop made of natural wood, changed the fittings. These handles are here on the drawer, and the hinges. The hinges are also so bronze. Well, that is, I put them under so that they match the plumbing in the bathroom.
And this cabinet. It is usually used by everyone as a bottle, but we made it ourselves. She is independent in her own right. That is, the countertop and the frame are all one. Made according to the principle of the island. She goes out like this, absolutely all of her. And this is where we keep the pots and lids.
This is very convenient.
Also, by the way, is also a way to save money. Such in an H&M or in the Don are sold for 600 or 700 rubles. It's just a world of wood. It costs 134 rubles, which I covered with oil. Everything.
Super, with oil, that is, I took a brush, a jar, anointed, and that's it?
Well, yes, then the wax is still on top, too, with the same brush. It took 15 minutes.
Thank you.
Some friends ask how we so successfully found a table that is completely suitable for a countertop in the kitchen, but we were not looking. This, in fact, is it. We just made a table out of the remnants of the countertop and bought a base, and attached it. And it turned out to be such a budget table.
And there used to be a corridor here, and I have 20 centimeters left here. That is, initially I just made a shelf there and put everything there. It was extremely inconvenient. And then 6 months ago I made such a funny story. Now I'm telling you how to save money. These consoles cost 1,000 rubles in Leroy.
So,
you take them, they're like this double. Here you discharge and do, insert and assemble. Well, it cost me maybe 3,000 rubles there.
Did you just do it yourself?
By myself, yes.
When I found it, this person said, no, I have all the builders did.
Well, most of the repairs were done by the builders, but some little things already. Well, I finished everything myself.
Oh, the proverbial bore again. That's what you all do it for. But he's got a secret, right? Come on.
Yes, he has a secret. I happily set him on fire. These are actually plastic panels.
Are they each sold separately? Or is it some kind of layers? These are probably meter-high layers. Are they glued on liquid nails? Great. Why did you choose such an apron, and not, for example, just a tile? How much more profitable is it in terms of money?
In terms of money, this is significantly more profitable, because it was necessary to at least trim the walls under the tile. And the walls are very uneven, because the repair is from the developer and the panels are for all this distance. Considering that I had to buy a couple more panels, because I cut them out incorrectly. Here somewhere. Well, 1,000, 1,200 is the limit. A tube of liquid nails. How much does it cost? 200 or 300 rubles. And my job. That's which cannot be considered in this case. The most difficult thing was to bring out this corner. I just cut a few panels on it, because I kept trying to figure out how to bend, not bend. As a result, I cut 2 bricks and glued 2 bricks so that it lay flat.
We got to the bathroom and immediately, what I noticed at the entrance was this curtain at the bottom, because it's quite difficult to find something suitable. Where did you get this?
This is an ordinary Kiev curtain. I used to have it hanging in the kitchen. Then I got tired of it and decided to sew such a small curtain out of it. But before I sewed it, I tried it on.
Yeah.
That's why now it's a regular curtain, just rolled up.
Well, yes, we have already encountered this technique. It just doesn't look like a curtain rod at all. You know, it's very beautiful, gentle, airy. It seems as if this is how it should be.
Yes, it's healthy. I really like it too.
This is an IKEA kitchen, finished in places to the desired condition. Because yes, there are certainly no such high boxes in IKEA.
And how did you make them? Where did you get it from?
Yes, some kind of good, bought at a markdown.
Yeah.
And this is such a box.
Yeah.
It stands on furniture wheels. Usually he is not attached to the kitchen in any way, he just goes in and out there.
We just made it ourselves, right?
This is a facade of some kind from the same kitchen. This is an ordinary chipboard, bought in Leroy. These are some kind of metal things, bought either in Leroy or in O.
Look, it's great for stocks. Yes, I see what you have stored here. Generally super.
I'll probably tell you about the bedside table. In principle, this is entirely because cabinets under the sink are expensive. They're standing there for 15 somewhere, but I think everyone knows. This cabinet is from the kitchen. This is a kitchen cabinet. It was ordered new, fully Eva kitchen, I think it's called. And it cost 2,500 rubles.
Come on.
It seems, yes, that's the thing. Well, not this one. It's separate, of course, it's a pine tree. Separately. Here is this insert, yes. 2,500 rubles with 3 drawers. Of course, we had to dismantle one, so it's a fake panel. Well, where the sink came in.
For the sink to come in, right?
Yes, in fact, it was possible to cut, but it's a long time.
This is a very cool solution. By the way, this is a very super budget, smart solution.
Yes, everything is fine. I have bed linen here.
Okay, cool, listen. And this is such a nice little order.
In general, it turned out that way. And this is a pine board, but I tried to make it under the oak color.
That is, she painted it herself later?
Well, we had to, yes, pick up the color, stains, waxes, oils, so that after all it looked more like an oak and not a pine. She's not a redhead.
Where did you get this? Boards.
I took the boards to some kind of what's it called, a sawmill or a large woodworking.
It's just that I also have to go to the nursery. I want to make such a windowsill.
The furniture shield, in my opinion, is a 3-piece this time I took. I usually take a 4, and I didn't do it to join the tub right away, because I still counted this seam, even if I seal it, but the tree won't behave very well. And now, even if something gets here, some drops just roll down and I don't think there will be any problems in the future.